Hello and welcome back to Splatoon 2, where we are here in Octo Valley and we are about to enter Stage 11, the Floating Garden Chasing Heartache. So let's see what's up with this one. Wonder when they're gonna give me all the other new weapons. Looks like we are stuck with the dualies here. That's not so bad. Because, yeah, there's like 4 weapons they're going to have us use, but they haven't had us use yet. I'm just wondering when they're going to actually give those to us, because they might have my one true love. A tentacook? What does... Oh, it's going to have the key then. That's my guess. And looks like there's nowhere for it to run here. So tentacooks, they just run until the end and then you kill them? They drop bombs the whole time? I wonder if there's maybe some way to get the drop on them. Or if maybe they'll have something super nice that isn't necessarily required to progress. Because honestly, when I see an enemy that runs when chased, my first thought is treasure goblins in Diablo. Because those guys, as soon as they're touched, they get running. And if you manage to chase them down and kill them in time, you get loot. And I guess the crystal lizards in Dark Souls are also that. And the scurrying beasts in Bloodborne. And just generally lots of things of that nature. And, okay, nothing down there. Just checking under these nets to make sure I'm not missing anything, and it looks like I'm not. Okay, I won't be dumb about it, but I will charge. So, I want to hit that balloon. Maybe if I hop my way up here. Well, so much for the balloon. Could be worse. Marie seemed so excited about me finding that key. Not missing nothing? Alright. Onward! Been thinking about why they changed the jump button from X to B for this game. And I've realized it's because each button is the one that's closest to the right analog in its respective game. So it makes sense that that would be the one that is used for jumping, because you need to be able to go quickly from the analog to the buttons if you want to actually do it. So they're facilitating that quick movement. Yeah, I'll watch out for its bombs. Maybe it'll watch out for mine, huh? So it seems that this stage is just all about tentacooks. Okay, shame I had lost my armor to that, but these things happen. Not missing anything? I feel like I should have found something by now. Okay. Time to show off how much we hate balloons. It's a strange suspended bottle. What's even in it? So, clearly there's something going on down there, considering there's a tentacook. So, we can probably chase the tentacook onto our ink if we come at it from the proper direction. Seems they do not wish to... Oh, even if we can chase him onto our ink, he's got a little shooter on his face. Though he does move more slowly when he's doing that. But I think we'll need to alter our approach somewhat. I wonder if this'll achieve anything for us. Okay, he is in fact afraid of our bombs. And you know what? I'm going down here and completely missing the squid rings on the way. That's fine. It's not like we can't just drop right back down, this time through here so that we get them. And this is the first time we've actually seen a scroll or key hidden in something that was not, in fact, a box. Huh. Did that place just get, like, reset to default? Is that why that one island didn't have our ink on it that one time? Okay, so it looks like we can actually kind of sneak up on these guys if we make use of our ink. So, if we just go this way, then maybe we can get the drop on him. All right. So that is the strategy if you can't get him cornered. Though it looks like we probably could have potentially cornered him here. Oh, it hadn't reverted. It's that we'd never been here yet. So much for those guys. Okay, so our Sardinium, or what was it again? This is a semi-new session. I took a break to grab some food. And I've forgotten what the sardine stuff is called. That is a lot of tentacooks. Well, at least I spooked them away from there. So getting rid of the non-tentacooks should probably be priority one, though looks like I've gotten rid of all of them. All one. Oh. Seems I accidentally cornered the tentacooks. But there still are more. And even though I've already got the key, there's no reason I shouldn't kill some tentacooks. After all, they might have the goods. Let's spook this one over to his friends. If we can get them all in one spot, we might be able to use this special. Pounced them. Though it looks like this guy is being a little stubborn. Yeah. Oh, good. We've got all three visible. That almost worked. Well, actually, it did work, just not quite as well as I had hoped. We got all but one. And there it is. So that's all of them, yeah? What's with this box? Oh. That's what's with that box. We haven't gone all the way up to the top over here, though. There might be something of value. Oh, we have gone all the way to the top over here. There's nothing of value. Got it. I still love the sound that it makes when an inkling drops into ink from a high height. And there we go. One more stage down. Major changes to regulations by the powers that be have led to a call for the complete replacement and overhaul of all special weapons. Designers and manufacturers are struggling to comply with this new regulation. Yeah, they replaced every single special in this game versus Splatoon 1. Which I feel is both good and bad. Like, some of them were fun. And a lot of them were very powerful. The ones in this game are not quite as strong. There's no total invulnerability in this one. Which, admittedly, bubblers were nice. Oh, yay! I get to use the weapon I like. And that I've actually spent time upgrading. Okay, we've got... Ooh, bouncy. This is going to make for an interesting stage. Though it weirds me out that some are yellow and some are gray and some are tentacly. Ooh. Can I reliably get the noise by doing this? I can. But I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. Okay, we've gotta get actually moving here. Oh, we're not on the bouncies, we're just on logs. Or something. Oh, yeah, some research, huh? Definitely not just to have fun bouncing along. Okay, we got our armor. So we want to go up here because boxes... I can't leave boxes unattended, no matter how obvious they are. Oh. Oh? I'll take secret balloons. I'll murder them. Uh-oh. That was close. Believe me, I remember. So is this gonna go somewhere fun and nice? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it goes under the water, which is bad for our health. Oh, hey, those guys are back. The flutters. So it looks like this conveyor starts at water, which is bad for us, still. That guy's gone. Maybe we've got some way to get up. Well, yeah, of course we've got some way to get up on top of this flutter. Oh, hey. We found the sardine thing that someday I'll remember the name of. Or more likely, I'll look up the name of. What? Wasn't it Sardinium? I'm pretty sure it was. Just not 100% sure. Also, we lost our armor, making me sad. Interesting how they didn't notice me till I started shooting. Oh, that's right. This isn't gonna go back the other way. There we go. Okay, that apparently hits you when you're even outside where the actual purple goo goes. It's clear that they expect you to have played Splatoon 1. Considering they have this flutter, or these flutters here, and they don't even mention them. Okay, we got both the things. We got a checkpoint, which is not final. We're in a very high up bouncy. Ooh, that one's moving. Well, we missed the big prize. Let's let this move. And then, oh, the other one moves too. And again, we missed the big prize. And it looks like this will probably be the last jump. Yep. Nice little intermission they gave us, though. And looks like we get 10 free eggs thanks to this armor. Unless I waste it. Ooh. That was close. Hey, you get out of here. Had to kill the balloon. And there we go. Octo Resort Spring, everybody bounce. These must be photographs taken by some young adult Inklings. Are these so-called tweenklings trying to convince their peers that their lives are exciting and full of meaning? Or are they trying to convince themselves? I see they've got some avocado and egg on... Is that on toast? I'd eat that. Of course, I'm from Southern California. Southern Californians will eat anything with avocado on it. Known fact. Okay, time to head on over to Dancing Floors Ink Switcheroo. And what weapon are we going to be forced to use this time? Something new? Yes! It's my one true love! I was all about the heavy splatling in Splatoon 1. Though clearly I'm out of practice. Or more likely I just wasn't paying enough attention. You spin these things up and then you just get yourself all kinds of ink coverage. We can't ink that. Though you do need to worry about your ink consumption. These things don't use a small amount. Yeah, I even went like all in on this. Had a set of gear that gave a bunch of walk speed ups so that I could more nimbly maneuver while firing. Yeah, just... I'm always a fan of weapons that reward those who can accurately place their shots. And this thing, all the shots, as you can see, just go in basically a straight line, making it really easy to just put them all exactly where you want them. I love it. Splatlings, they're the best. I love them. I always use just the standard heavy splatling because the heavy splatling had the advantage of the ink wall as its sub. And ink wall is really nice for this thing because you set it up and then you can spin up pretty safely even if there's an enemy directly in front of you. Also, the heavy splatlings just got some pretty immense range as well. Looks like I'm not supposed to jump onto that. Oh, I'm probably supposed to not fall off this. I like the sounds that thing makes. Okay, so we're supposed to climb up these stairs. Key to having heavy splatling use. Oh, hello. Is there anything down here? No, this is just for if you fall, you don't die. That's fine. Yeah, the key to heavy splatling use is charging the proper amount for the situation at hand. Because you can do the full double charge to get your full unload, which, I mean, it's nice, but sometimes it's way more than what you need. And you want to be able to... Oh, hello. I want to be able to get that. Which means apparently I'm going to have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to climb that little bit of wall, which means I'm going to need more of these to be up. Also, these things can barely charge at all if you charge them up while in the air. So, that's another thing to keep in mind. There we go. Also, the fact that the heavy Splatling's range can compete with some of the chargers is just darn nice. Though, less nice is when you take hits like that from very slow-moving projectiles just because you weren't really moving. Okay, that was a box, not a sponge. I need ink. Also, the fact that the Splatling ink rains down like this means that even if you're aiming above where you're shooting, you still get a path to ink forward. Or rather, you still get a path to swim forward. Okay, I'm supposed to get up there somehow. Question is how. None of these surfaces are inkable. And yet I'm supposed to be able to get on top of that flutter. Oh. So how do I get back there? Oh, I don't. I was thinking that that would be the scroll, but 'twas not. Yeah, if you overcharge, you end up just sitting there spraying ink longer than you need to. And sometimes that can be dangerous because you're not terribly mobile while you're inking with a Splatling. So it looks like we can drop down here. Armor is good. And looks like it will be possible to climb up here. And that's probably the scroll sitting there. Oh, I see what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to lure a flutter over under this thing. And then shoot it. And then from there we can get onto one, no problem. Because we will be literally pulled onto it. Hey you. I need your assistance. Yeah. And sure enough, that is the scroll. And now it's ours. Okay, not exactly what I meant to do, but it happened. Kind of did it without thinking. Oh. I guess that's a thing that can happen. Though I must say I do prefer the use of a splatling for turf war over for this. Because here it's just a slow but long-ranged splatter shot. Not quite in range. So, how am I meant to deal with this guy? Like that, apparently. And apparently my momentum actually took me off of the platform. That could have gone bad if I didn't realize what was happening there. That's a very tall flutter. Thankfully, it can't get me from there. And unfortunately, we can't reach that. And I mean, you're not totally stuck shooting. You can just squid. But if you charge and start shooting, you're better off just using the time you're shooting. So, clearly this flutter wants to be a problem. We gotta get past it. And we did. Okay, that was not the best decision I ever made. Okay, let's get out of there. Doesn't matter if it's a dead end, we can get onto a flutter. Hey you, die. And now we're up here. Can't quite reach that still. Though, maybe if we get more to the edge, we'll be able to just get it. Or maybe there is another one hiding over there. I should have paid slightly more attention to where the arrow was pointing. Missed the balloon. Almost fell off. And there we go. I love splatlings. I am going to have to do as many stages as I can with this thing so that I can just go ahead and buy it, have it for use in the rest of the game without needing to level up high enough to afford a different, or to unlock a different one, rather. Because, yeah, splatlings are my jam. The most fashionable gear is crafted with the latest in textile technology. Heating materials to produce smooth curves or distressing stiff fabrics to increase suppleness and change their look are common techniques. Okay. So, where are we going next? Well, we're going to the next episode next, so join us next time when we hit up stage 14 way over there. See you then, friends.